All right, Tuesday morning, um, March. It's March now. So I took the last couple days off, Sunday and Monday. So last week's Saturday video is basically the end of the week video. I didn't quite plan it that way, but that's the way it worked out. So let's see if we can get on the board today. I got on around 8:30 and took about 10 minutes to get this 7:05 for 1.7 miles. Yeah, we'll do that. So I already kind of know the base pay is going to be 305. Got there at 8:48. We're on time, and dash pay is 305. So, and customer tip 450 on that one. So end up being 755. So good on them. Good on them. Decent start, it seems like. It'd take about 9 minutes to get this order. I was buy raise 726 for 2.1 shopping order. 2.1 miles, sorry. 5 items seemed easy. I got in there. Of course, they didn't have one of the items. It was just kind of a pain again, but we did it. I delivered that by 9:16. Got there at 9:16. Doesn't surprise me. Base pay 326 on that. I mean, great tip on the customer, 550. You made that delivery happen. Otherwise, probably wouldn't have done it. But so good on you, customer. In that case, not good on you, DoorDash. Wow, like 18 minutes later. Is that right? Yeah, 18 minutes later. It seemed like there was a lot of sitting around today. The day ended up not that bad. I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, you'll see. It just felt different. So 705 plus again on zero point 0.8 miles. Delivered by 9:42 at McDonald's. We'll do that. There was also a lot of dashers out today, and some new ones. New ones. So, but in a way, I kind of do like that because maybe I didn't have to decline a lot of orders today. So it's almost like be careful what you wish for. And I'm getting pretty decent orders when they do come. So let's see how the day finishes out, and then we'll go into it a little more after that. But delivered by 9:42 on this one. Got there at 9:41. Ended up being 9:23. $6.18 tip. Good on you. Plus the 305 base. That's a great order right there. So I'd almost rather get these than have, I don't know. I'm not going to be mad when there's dashers out from now on. I think it actually, in some weird way, helps me. And a couple times today, I got orders where I'd pull up and I'd get an order, and people, they're not getting orders. They're not getting out of their car. So I do feel like I have an upper hand sometimes. So anyway, let's keep moving here. 9:41. A minute later, get this 5:30 for 1 mile Upright Coffee. We'll do that. I actually passed Upright Coffee Company when I was going there. I just was kind of zoning. It's kind of a day for me. I don't know. I didn't have my A game. But anyway, delivered by 9:50. 9:48, good enough. 2 minutes early there. 225 tip, that's good enough. It was less than a mile, essentially. So that was that 7 minutes later. Get this 7:05, 2.3 miles. McDonald's, we'll do that. 7:05 plus again. Delivered by 10:09. Got there at 10:04, and it was 7:55. So 450 tip. That's pretty good tip. Good enough. I mean, thanks customers, man. I got to thank some of these customers more than I'm thanking DoorDash. But anyway, it's 10:04 now. Didn't even get an order, but it's 10:17, and the map's not looking good. It seems like it said 5 to 15 minutes all day long, which I guess was about right, because I waited quite a bit on some of these orders, personally, so it was kind of accurate. Anyway, it's 10:17 now. 4 minutes later, do another 7:05 plus, 2 miles McDonald's. Deliver that by 10:35. My dash is ending my first block at 10:30, so I thought they'd extend it. They didn't, but deliver by 10:35. Excuse me, got there at 10:32, and 425 tip ended up being 7:30 with the 305 base. So that's cool. And it did end my dash, so we got right back on. But so that morning block it turned out kind of like how it's been turning out almost every day, even though it felt a lot slower to me personally. But anyway, so we hop right back on. 12 minutes later, I'm back at McDonald's at this point. Get a 305, 1.6 miles, double whammy right here. Number one, there's no tip. Number two, it's going to the high school. So it angers me. These anger me to get these. Not because of the acceptance rate, just because these little entitled kids, I want to use a worse word, I don't like entitled kids. I don't even like going to the high school. I mean, you better just at least tip $1 here. Might have done it, but anyway, didn't do that one. Sorry about that, guys. 10:44. Ooh, 10:58. So what was that? Another 14 minutes. Get a 6:55. 2 miles from McDonald's. See, so I did wait quite a bit, about 15 minutes there. I delivered by 11:11. Got there 11:06. 350 tip, pretty good actually for. It wasn't that far, and it's highway miles. It didn't take long, obviously. 11:06 now. 6 minutes later, get a 4:05. 1.7 miles. Oh, this is also going to the school. I contemplated this for a short time, but I accepted it. I just did it. I mean, I'm not going to say this was a good order back in the day, but it does meet my criteria of what I want in an order. You know what I mean? I have a bias toward the school. So anyway, I did do this. I had to hand it to him. He was outside at least, you know. Anyway, I delivered by 11:27. Got there 11:25. $1 tip. I kind of knew that. But, so I did it. I head back to McDonald's, I believe. 11:25. So it was another 8 minutes, and I got this 580 for 1.6 miles. But guess what? This is also going to the school. But I don't mind doing this. That's for sure. Thanks, kid. I mean, I already know you tipped $2.75. So definitely doing this. Delivered by 11:46. Got there 11:41. Left it in the office. Boom, $2.75 tip. Just $5.80. See, so good on you, kid. Good on you. You're better than those last two kids that you go to high school with. So, 6 minutes later, get a 5:30 for 0.7 miles. McDonald's, we'll do that. It's actually maybe even a little less, but 11:56 a.m. and 11:52 got there by. So 4 minutes early. 2.25 tip. We kind of knew that. 2 minutes later, get 5.80 for 0.4 miles. McDonald's, we'll do that. Another hand it to me there. Delivered by 12:04. Got there at 12:01, even with the handoff, so that's cool. 2.75 tip. Pretty much knew that. 3 minutes later, get this 5.40 for 153 feet. So, yeah, we'll do that. It's not the same place I've been walking across the street, but it's very close. So there's like 3 businesses there that are walkable deliveries from McDonald's. Easily. It's probably faster. So anyway, get there by 12:14. Got there at 12:12 by foot. 290 base pay on that. That's interesting. Anyway, and 250 tip. That's good enough for a walk across the street. Appreciate that. 12:12 now. 1 minute later, get this 880 for 3 miles. It's going up the grade. I hate going up the grade, but this one makes sense for a lot of reasons. Number one, delivered by 12:28 on this one. And 12:30 has been like a slowdown time here. It just kind of goes dead. So I'll gladly take this, go up the grade. It's still a pretty good order, actually. Anyway, so I get that there by 12:28. Got there at 12:27. It was actually $9.30. 6.25 tip. Good on you, man. The base pay is still 305. That's the way to get an order up the grade quick. Hopefully a good dasher will always have your food. So, yeah, so I think this dash ends, yes, 12:30. They didn't extend that one for sure. So not a bad little block, though. Just kind of little flurries. Feel like I got lucky today, or just scraped by. But the day turned out pretty good, as I'll show you at the end with the stats. So 12:37 anyway. I'd logged back on. I wasn't going to give it much time today. I was at McDonald's. Nothing had been coming there. The parking lot was empty. Like, the drive-thru, it's eerie to see that at, 12:37? You know, I don't know. It's just strange to me. Anyway, so it's 12:37 now. I headed home, but I got this about halfway home. Wasn't that far away from Dairy Queen at this point. Turned around, did this, 12:85, 2.6 miles, delivered by 106. Dairy Queen, Tony's Tacos, and to 2 customers. So, who cares how long it took? I was going to do it. It's a pretty good offer. Delivered by 106 on that. Yeah, I got there at 12:59 for both of them. So, $3.75 Dairy Queen tip, and Tony's Tacos $5. That was the short one too. The Tony's was, but they're still both pretty good tips. And the dash pay is not bad. Not bad for a stacked order. It sure just beat $2. Or I kind of get where they're going with the Dash Pay on this. So here's my theory really quick. So it was 305. They added obviously $1.05 to that. So I'm going to monitor that in the future on these stacked orders. I don't get too many, but on a day when it's like maybe 305, I think it'll always be 410. So I went home and I ended my Dash. So not the best. 2 deliveries technically, one offer, but 12.85 for about 37 minutes, and yeah, so we're done for the day. I drove 40.6 miles. That's not too bad. It doesn't feel like I did drive that, but the first block was 45.69, 18 DoorDash pay, and 27 tips. Just over 2 hours there. Active about half the time or so. 6 deliveries, not too bad. There's some pretty good orders in there. And then second dash was 42.20, 21 pay and 21 tips. Actually, a little less tips. But that's a ratio that's probably going to be common more and more these days. Dash time just under 2 hours and active 1. So active about half the time. That's kind of the way it is, I guess. I like it when it's busier, but you can take what you can get, especially on the Tuesdays. So, and 7 deliveries on that one. And then the last one, 12.85. We saw that one. But 8.75 tips on those two. And 4.10, well, we just went over that. And counts as 2 deliveries. So, on the day, we don't even have to do the math because it's only one day of the week. And we did hit 100. 74 cents more than that. So, DoorDash pay 43, DoorDash tips 56. Active, not quite half the time, but Dash 4 hours and 40 minutes. It's close. And 15 completed deliveries. Didn't really feel like that either, but so on the day, we ended up making $21.60 an hour for those 4 hours and 40 minutes. I was surprised. I wasn't really paying attention to the numbers so much. And dollar per mile today was almost $2.50. So I guess I did drive quite a few miles, but those are both numbers I can definitely handle. Makes DoorDash viable. Ratings, my acceptance rate only went up 1%. Took a beating last week and 10% in one day. But and I only declined one offer today, so I got some catching up to do, or I need to cycle through my 100, whatever they call them, deliveries. And shopping didn't change. It's probably got worse, actually, since they didn't have an item again this morning. So that's the week. I mean, got off to a decent start, actually. I'll take it. Just to get on the board on a day that doesn't really feel that good. And it turns out okay. I'm not disappointed with that for a little short day. So anyway, hope you guys started your week off good. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. And I'll be out tomorrow, so I'll post another video. Peace out.